Cruz supporters, this is Mark Perez. It's Monday. It all run together. So busy. It's Monday, June 20th, just after 6 in the evening. Headed to the Puyallup School Board meeting. Run a little late, but as part of Operation Cruise Control, I expect at least a few other cruisers to be there, and appreciate everyone that's doing everything we can to. I want to thank you for being a part of taking back our schools, backing conservative candidates on the ground. There's many of us that are doing that, and becoming PCOs and taking part in our Republican county central committee meetings. We had several more than normal in terms of numbers of Ted Cruz supporters who showed up last Saturday at the Pierce County Republican Central Committee meeting. I want to thank each and every one for doing that. And we missed those that didn't come, and we hope you come to the next one, because it's really important that we do all three of these things. And so I want to thank you all for doing that. We're going to post a lot of upcoming events for this coming weekend and week and the following weekend. We got 2 cruise socials. One of them is at least one of them, the one that's coming up this Sunday at the Hanson in Sumner. It's called The Conservative Event, 6:30 to 8:30 at the Hanson in Sumner. We're going to have at least 10 or more politicians and political candidates from the Republican side, of course, speaking to us. Time of fellowship, food, drink, and be merry, Merry. And maybe we might have some people named Mary too. Who knows? But anyway, so want to have as many of us come together as possible. We're going to have cruisers come from all the way down from Vancouver, as far away as that, coming up rather. And we hope some people from Eastern Washington will come join us too. And for those that can't make it for that Sunday, the following Sunday we'll have another social up in Edmonds, and that's to be announced. It will be announced within the next 24 to 48 hours for July 3rd. It'll be a fellowship at a church in Edmonds, where thanks to Miss Jana Finkbeiner Anderson, who is one of our delegates, and she is just wonderful, delightful to work with, and as the rest of us, of course. And she is really doing a lot of work here, and in following up and coordinating what exactly we're going to do. But definitely it's going to involve church service and either fellowship in the fellowship hall at the church, where they normally have food after service, where we can talk and socialize and network and encourage other church people to take ownership of our country, right? Because that's really what it's all about. Is we want to keep our army together and recruit more, get people, encourage people to become active. Because if more of us like-minded cruisers and Christians and religious people, come together. I mean, we've got Muslims, we got Jews and Christians and others in our group, all the same mind that we know we need to fight for liberty, or the cause of liberty and the Constitution, and that Ted Cruz needs to be elected. But that comes to the next point. Look, we've had some very spirited discussion about what to do in this upcoming convention. Now, I guess it's humanly possible that I can climb Mount Everest. But if you look at my belly and look at my double chin, you'll know, Mark, there ain't no way you couldn't climb halfway up Mount Rainier, much less Mount Everest. You're out of shape, buddy. You don't have the strength. You're going to be out of breath before you even get 1,000 feet or even 200 feet up that mountain. So that's where we're at in this convention with this idea of can we even possibly get enough votes in the Rules Committee, much less the delegates that will be voting on the floor, to be in support of radically changing the rules to unbind us. Now, I'm all for being a free man, a free vote, a free woman, free vote as a delegate. But right now, the people have voted a certain way. And we gotta, we could disrespect the people. We could disrespect the process that we currently have. But it will only bite us. Who's going to bite us good? Whether we fail or succeed. Notice my choice of words. We pursue this and we keep pursuing this and we fail. The egg will be all over our face and we will be branded as crooks, dirty, insiders, and they're going to say Ted Cruz delegates. And they're going to blame Ted Cruz for all this. And whether it's true or not, if you learn anything from this election, truth is second only to voter perception. Voter perception is the reality, not necessarily the truth. And we've learned that in this election, haven't we? And Trump played that card over and over again. So if you think that Trump's not going to play that card this time, if you think CNN and ABC and NBC and Fox, if you think they're not going to play that up, oh, Cruz is a crook. Cruz is trying to, he's spoiled, sore loser, whatever you call it, sore loser. You figure they're going to say, oh, if he can't win it, nobody can win it. That's what they're going to say, folks. And that's going to hurt Ted Cruz. We don't want to hurt him, do we? Not especially if we know we can't succeed. We only got 1,000 delegates out of 2,500. Now, even in Democrat math, that is not a majority. We only got 11 people on the Rules Committee that are for this. Even if you quadrupled it, you wouldn't get a majority. You wouldn't get the 57 votes needed to even, get an amendment out there on the rules for us to vote on. So, even in Democrat math. So, but look, I understand people want to be heard. I've been told that several times. Okay, that's fine. They want to speak their mind. Fine. Minds have been spoken extensively for the past, few weeks? Every minute of every hour. But it's time that we put a cork on it. In it. It really is. Because, look, folks, we don't have the numbers. But we got to go back to our original focus, and that is getting rid of these open primaries. Gina, Graham, open primaries got to go. And we know that they agree with that. That we can get. Because there are a lot of Trump people that want to get rid of open primaries too. As well as the Rubios and the Kasichs and the Carsons. They want to get rid of them too. So we can win that battle. Okay? So we can get rid of the open primaries, which will give us a stronger or a better, more favorable environment in 2020. Plus, we'll have a strong organization intact. That's what Operation Cruise Control is about. Not only making a difference at the local level, but also keeping our army intact. I want us to stay united. Stay united. Look, if the United Way can talk about being united, well, why can't we, right? Stay united by working together, fellowshipping together, praying together. And we will be able to outright win the next time around. And the next time around in 2020, we'll be able to outright win it for Ted. And then we can go into convention with a majority of delegates and amend the rule then. At that time, in the name of the right of free man, free woman to vote their conscience. We're a nation of free human beings. That would be the narrative, not to throw the election, you see, because we would already have it won anyway. 1-2. Eat that elephant one side at a time. And you got your doomsday prophets that are stirring this up, that have caused people like Eric Miner, I'm going to name you out, Okay? You're allowing these doomsday prophets to make you, and you're making other people think in this campaign that, oh my God, we can't survive another 4 years. We got to burn down the house now. No. Look, we survived 1860. Do you think we're in worse shape than 1860? How about 1864? How about 1865 when Abraham Lincoln was assassinated? You think we're in better shape now or worse shape now than in 1865? And how about during Reconstruction? Hey, our nation was just bleeding all over. We went through economic depressions during that time too. Speaking of depression, do you think we're worse off now than in 1932, 1936, 1940, 1944? How about 1964? Barry Goldwater going down in flames, and we had that disaster LBJ. We survived. We survived, and we will survive this next 4 years. Hillary's going to win. Look, Democrats, they'll vote for her even if she goes to jail because they got their hand out. They don't care about morals. They don't have the standards that we have. Okay, so Hillary's winning this thing, like it or not. Trump's going to get killed in this election. We know that, right? Ted Cruz will run against Hillary 2020. And we will be, and the work we're doing now will lay the groundwork and build a team. And gets to the final point here, and that is prayer calls. I'm going to put up a couple of posts on Cruz Crew and the Faith Leadership Coalition page about starting up a Tuesday morning prayer call from 9 a.m. to 9:15 a.m. 15 minutes every Tuesday for us to pray together. Have it hosted by one of our ministers from amongst us, and I'll have a sign-up sheet for ministers past and present. Even if you're not an active minister now, but you was at one time, we want you too. Once you got it, you got it. Just sign up, please. I'm talking about Pastor Joe, semi-retired. We want him. I talked with him over the phone today, and he agrees with everything I've told you on this video right now. We have discussed Pastor Joe, our vice chair, our co-chair of the campaign, and Saul too, for that matter. Sam Lowe, Pastor Cummins, Lori and Dennis. Like to have them. David Marks. I mean, on and on. There's many. I mean, there's so many to come that if I pull up the page and pull up the list, we have quite a few. So I'd like for them to sign up on the sign-in sheet to host the call. And you can pick 1 week, 4 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks. I don't care. You can pick them all. What matters is that we have the calls. And I'll be on every one of them, and unless I croak. So, God, look, I want to leave you with this. We pray together, we stay together. We work together, we stay together. And we stay together, and we will protect Ted Cruz, and that we will protect his chances and increase his chances for 2020 and put him in the White House in 2020, and looking forward to that inauguration day. Until then, we got our work cut out for us, and I'm in it. I'm in it for the fight. I will not quit unless my body quits. Unless I get hit by a truck, unless I die of a heart attack or a stroke, I'm not going anywhere, folks. And I'm not stopping every day. I'm not stopping because I love my country, and at the end of the day, as you do, and at the end of the day, my sweet little daughter, I want to leave her an America that's still intact. So anyway, that's why we work, that's why we don't stop, and that's why we stay united. God bless you, folks. Have a wonderful evening.